All right, I'm going to do a song that's written by Maurice John Vaughn, who's from he's a Chicago blues artist. He's in the Chicago Blues All Stars. He plays with Freddie Dixon, who's Willie Dixon's son, and they played up in Woodstock about a month and a half ago here, and I bought their CD and I learned this song from that CD. Great CD to play along with, and I think the song was probably written in the 70s because it's called "Everything I Do Has Got to Be Funky." Everything I do has got to be funky. Everything I do has got to be funky too. 'Cause if it ain't funky, sure ain't worth doing. So don't try to change me, leave me as I am. Don't try to change me, leave me as I am. So that when I leave, they'll say Michael was a funky man. Everything I do has got to be funky. Everything I do has got to be funky too. So if it ain't funky, I sure ain't gonna do. Everyone around me seems to be funky. Everyone around me seems to be funky too. So you better watch out, 'cause you might just get some funk on you. And then you'll be funky too. And you'll be singing. Sing along. Everything I do has got to be funky. Everything I do has got to be funky too. 'Cause if it ain't funky, sure ain't worth doing. Don't try to change me, leave me as I am. Don't try to change me, leave me as I am. So that when I go, they'll say Mikey was a funky man. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna do a Tom Waits song that I've done it before many times, but it's. I'm not sure how many people saw the moon the other night at 4 o'clock in the morning when it turned red. So this is a Tom Waits song called. I mean, when I watched that eclipse, you know, it's a full moon, so you can't see the stars. But when it gets dark, all of a sudden you see all the stars. And hard to explain, but this song should help. It's a Tom Waits song called Grapefruit Moon. grapefruit moon, and one star shining, shining down on me. I heard that tune, and now I'm pining. Honey, can't you see? Every time I hear that melody, something breaks inside. And grapefruit moon, and one star shining, can't turn back the tide. Never had no destination, could not get across. You became my inspiration. Oh, at what a cost. Every time I hear that melody, drives me up a tree. Grapefruit moon, and one star shining, is all that I can see. Now I'm smoking cigarettes and strive for purity. Then I'll drift just like the stars into obscurity. But every time I hear that melody, something breaks inside. And grapefruit moon, and one star shining, can't turn back the tide. Thank you. Okay, what should I do now? I want to do a Chuck Berry song. I feel like doing a Chuck Berry song. Okay. Yeah. The Promised Land. Well, I left my home in Norfolk, Virginia, California on my mind. Straddled that Greyhound, rode her out of Raleigh, on across Carolina. Well, we bypassed Charlotte, stopped in Rock Hill, never was a minute late. We were 90 miles out of Atlanta by sundown, headed toward Georgia State. We had motor trouble, turned into a struggle, halfway across Alabama. And that hound broke down and left us all stranded downtown Birmingham. Well, straight up I got me a through train ticket to cross Mississippi clean. Was on the midnight flyer out of Birmingham, smoking down to New Orleans. get out of Louisiana, help to get to Houston town. There are people there who care a little bit about me, and they won't let this poor boy down. Well, sure as I'm born, they bought me a silk suit, put luggage in my hand. And I woke up high over Albuquerque on a jet to the promised land. Working on a T-bone steak a la carte, flying into the Golden State. When the pilot told us in 13 minutes we'll be sitting at the terminal gate. Well, swing down Chariot, come down easy, taxi to the terminal zone. Shut your engines and cool your wings and let me make it to the telephone. Los Angeles, give me Norfolk, Virginia, Tidewater 10109. Tell the folks back home it's the promised land calling, the poor boys on the line. Thank you. And hi to all the folks at home.
Mike Breen, everybody. All right, great set, Mike. And coming up next is Julie Monroe. Julie has purchased a new guitar and is going to try it out tonight. It's a Gretsch. And this is the first time out, right?